The moral law causes the people to be in complete accord with their ruler, so that they will follow him regardless of their lives, undismayed by any danger. The commander stands for the virtues of wisdom, sincerely, benevolence, courage and strictness. The general who listens to my advice and acts accordingly will be victorious. Let him hold the field. The general who does not listen to my advice and does not act upon it will suffer defeat. Depose him. While taking advantage of my advice, one should take advantage of every valuable circumstance above and beyond the usual rules of the game. As circumstances change, one should adjust one's plans. Hence, when able to attack, we must seem unable; when using our forces, we must seem inactive; when we are near, we must make the enemy believe we are far away; when far away, we must make him believe we are near. Hold out baits to entice the enemy. Feign disorder, and crush him. If the enemy is secure, be alert and prepared for him. If he is superior in strength, withdraw from him. If the enemy rests, give him no rest. If his forces stand united, separate them. Attack the enemy when he is unprepared. Appear when he is not expecting you. The military plan for victory must not be revealed in advance. The general who wins battles makes many preparations in his temple before the battle is fought. The general who loses battles makes few preparations beforehand. Therefore many preparations lead to victory and few preparations to defeat. In war, let your great object be victory, not lengthy campaigns. The prime art is not to fight and strike down. The prime art is to break the enemy's resistance without a fight. The general is the protection of the state. If the protection is complete in all points, the state will be strong. If the protection is deficient, the state will be weak. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. If you know yourself but not the enemy, for every victory gained you will also suffer a defeat. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. He wins his battles by not making any mistakes. The perfect leader cultivates the moral law as his guide and applies strict method and discipline. Therefore it is in his power to control his success. The control of a large force is essentially the same as the control of a few men. It is simply a matter of dividing them up. The thrust of an army can be like a millstone against an egg. It is accomplished by the doctrine of weak and strong points. There are no more than 5 notes, and yet the combination of these gives rise to more melodies than can ever be heard. Do not repeat the tactics that have won you victories, let your methods be determined by circumstances. In war avoid what is strong and strike at what is weak. We cannot enter into alliances until we are acquainted with the plans of our neighbors. We are not fit to lead an army on the march, unless we are familiar with the terrain of the country, its mountains and forests, its pits and chasms, its marshes and swamps. We won't be able to take advantage of natural benefits if we don't use local signposts. A wise general therefore avoids an army when its energy is great, but attacks when it is sluggish and disposed to return. It is the art of adapting one's forces to moods. When in difficult terrain, one should not camp. In an area where main roads meet, one should join one's allies. Do not remain in dangerously isolated positions. In a situation where one is surrounded, one must resort to stratagem. In a desperate situation you have to fight. The sight of soldiers standing in small groups whispering together or speaking in hushed tones indicates discontent among the crew. When the soldiers are too strong and their officers too weak, it will result in disobedience. When the officers are too strong and the soldiers too weak, it will lead to collapse. Speed is the foundation of warfare. Exploit the enemy's lack of preparation. Take unexpected routes and attack unguarded points. If the enemy leaves a door open, you must rush in. The enlightened ruler lays out his plans in good time, the skillful general takes good care of his resources. The enlightened ruler is attentive and the skillful general led by prudence. Thus one can preserve the peace of a country and keep an army intact. The 5 basic Chinese virtues are 1. Humanity, 2. Sincerity, 3. Self-control, 4. Wisdom, and 5. Seriousness. If the general is weak and without authority, if his orders are not clear and unambiguous, and if there are no definite duties for officers and men, total disintegration results.